Hey, I'm Primitive Tim, and today I want to show you guys how to make a glass arrowhead by flint knapping. You'll take a nail or a screw, and then you just shake it. Alright, just the bottom. I like to use antler tools. This is for percussion, and these two are for pressure flaking. This one has kind of a finer point here, and this one I use just kind of roughing things out. When you're using glass, it is extremely sharp. I've actually already got a cut just from holding this. I use denim. You can use a piece of leather, but this is just an old jean leg. So any flake that gets driven in toward my hand while I'm napping is gonna get stopped by the denim. Also, it's good to dab blood onto when you get yourself cut. Basically, this ridge here all along the edge, you wanna get that down, and you wanna get rid of all these little bumps. What I'm gonna do here is just use percussion and start taking flakes off. Jeez, I'm still bleeding. I don't have any band-aids out here. I wouldn't use them anyway. So you're just taking off that edge and you're running flakes down the side pretty much. You just go around the whole thing doing that. The glass is some dangerous stuff. Jeez. This finger's not even bleeding, but there's blood all over it. It was bleeding too much, so I just went ahead and bandaged it up. It's nothing a paper towel and a rubber band can't fix, so we're good now. Now, because the whole bottom, all the edges rise up, I went ahead and took off flakes off all around the bottom side. And you can see that all these flake scars around the edge here. So basically the next thing I'm gonna do is go around and hit down like this. And hopefully these flakes are gonna drive in really far. If you break it in half, oh well, just, you know, go raid your neighbor's recycling bin. Now that I've got all the edges roughed out and, you know, there's a defined edge pretty much all the way around, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to pressure flaking. Basically what a platform is, it's an area where the top side is curved and the underside is flat. So you can push down on that part that's curved down, and then the flat part will go and flake throughout down through the glass. What you can use is a little knife sharpener to abrade. What a abrading does is it makes your platform really strong. When I hit that flake, it's gonna take that whole ridge off with it, and hopefully the flake is gonna go fairly far. Put my arms between my legs, and I use my legs to push my arms in together. So I'll push in with my arms and then squeeze my legs together to get a lot of pressure on that platform. So there we go. Now at this point, I pretty much want to abrade everywhere. Alright, so we're getting things in shape. Alright, so we're getting much closer. You can see there's this lump right here. I'm driving flakes off. Basically, I'm just gonna build up a platform all along here to try and get this lump off. Alright, so at this point we're getting really close. It's pretty much flat, and this is about like we want it. Alright, so we've got a point on there. I'm bringing out the thinner antler here, and we're just gonna take off some really small, fine flakes just to get the shape symmetrical and good. What do you guys think? Is that symmetrical? So now we just got to do our notches. And basically we want to drive big flakes off of where our knocks are going to be. How do we do? That's okay. Alright, so at this point I'm going to grab my my thinner pressure flaker. Oh, and it stopped bleeding finally. So I can take my my ghetto bandage off. So that's the beginning of one of the notches. This part's always nerve-wracking for me. This didn't go as I wanted it to. It took off a little bit of the edge. It's nice when the glass does exactly what you were intending it to do. That was almost really bad. You see on this side, like a flake went out and around and came off the other edge. And actually that looks kind of cool. That's fine. But I'll just have to trim up the other side to match it, that's all. This is the most nerve-wracking part because this is where you screw everything up. Alright, so there's just a little shard of glass sticking into the antler. That's how sharp it is. Alright, so here's the point. It's pretty much done. I've got my notches done, and it's very symmetrical. I'm really happy with this actually. I got flakes driving all the way across. But this arrowhead, I'm actually gonna give it away. If you think you deserve this arrowhead, leave a comment down below and tell me why. You can also leave a comment on Facebook or on Twitter, wherever. Just Let me know why you think you should have this point, and this is going to be open for the next week. So I'm just going to be reading comments and seeing who deserves an arrowhead like this. And so if you're interested, definitely check it out and tell me why. Why should you have this arrowhead? Now make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a much more in-depth video on how to do this. Thanks for watching, and there will be a link in the box next to my head here that will take you to the next video when it comes out. So until next time, find a new way to appreciate nature.